Okay, so up next we've got Lucy Bushnell, and just to remind myself, so she's a Cranley-based personal fitness trainer, a sports massage therapist, and a mother. She also runs boot camps for all and a running club for women. She believes that no matter your size, age, or ability, you can live a healthy lifestyle, and her talk is titled "Healthy Inside and Out." So, Lucy, over to you.
Thank you, Aaron. Morning. I feel quite privileged to be flanked by two very good athletes and guys who I haven't met, but it's really interesting because I think what I think is a bit of both of you, because I can hear both things going on. Elliot, I bumped into you and told you how to run through Woodlands Avenue. I won't do that again. Don't worry about it. A couple of weeks ago, I feel very embarrassed about that. I'm so nosy. I'm so sorry. Basically, I've got 12-year-old twins, and I'm 45 and slightly heavier than I should be, but never mind. Once I had the twins in my postnatal group, I was feeding cake into my face and saying to somebody, I don't understand how I'm not losing weight. Clearly, after about a year of having the twins, and this person said to me, "Come for a run." I have never run for a bus. Running as a bath is as much as I would probably do. Anyway, I did go, and oh my God, I'd given up smoking, I'd given up drinking when I obviously was pregnant with the twins. Once I'd done that run, I wanted to have a bottle of vodka and a packet of fags because it was just the most horrendous thing ever. Anyway, that was in the April, and I carried on, and it was all horrendous. But I could see that the weight was coming to go away. I also had quite bad postnatal depression, so it was a massive release. Not only was the weight coming away, but my depression was getting a lot better. It was a way of me escaping and also having time away from the children, which is really quite important as a new mother, I think. Anyway, this progressed, and as I say, it was in the April, and then in the June I did my first 5k, which was Race for Life, which I thought was the most important because it was for cancer. In the July I did my first 10k for Cranley. In the September I did a half marathon, and the following April, so exactly a year on from when I first put trainers on, I did the London Marathon. Since then I've completed 5 marathons, and I'm due to do the London Marathon this year, but probably next year. So this could be the marathon that I've trained for 3 times before I get there. Whilst I was going back to my running at the beginning, whilst I was doing this, I was realizing that actually for people like myself, I'm body conscious, self-conscious. I didn't have much to talk about apart from my twins because I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't personable, if that's a word, because of my own anxieties. And I was like, well, what is there to get fit for people like me? So I didn't want to join the local running club because that had men in it. A bit wary of men, obviously. And then I didn't want to go to the gym. I couldn't afford to go to the local gym. I couldn't afford quite a lot of things. So I thought, oh, I know, I'll start a running club. So my husband's favourite line to me was, I told you to get a hobby, not to bring back a whole running club. Okay, so Cranley Sunflowers was then developed, which is a ladies only running club, because I think for women it is slightly different when they haven't got the confidence that everything goes when you've had children, when you get older, everything, all your confidence goes. And as much as you might be, yay, I'm the life and soul of the party, when you're running, it's a different thing. You know, things are wobbling. You're going to huff and puff and sound like a train. You might even wet yourself. But, you know, we're all in it together. It doesn't matter. And that then became my philosophy. It does not matter. Just get out and get moving. Just one step at a time. It doesn't matter. It will really help with your mind. So with all this going on, Cranley Sunflowers up and running, and I loved Cranley Sunflowers. So that was developed in 2009. And while I was having while the twins were tiny, I decided to go back to college, and I became a personal trainer because I wanted to give these women and other people more. I became so loving it so much that I just wanted to share it with everybody. So I thought, right, okay, I'll become a personal trainer. That's fine. And since then, nearly every year, I put myself through another course, just trying to develop, because I love it. I'm not very good at, like these guys are full of scientific facts and this and that and the other. I don't know. I just love, and they obviously love what they do, but I just love and I'm passionate about what I do. So therefore, I then studied Pilates, I then studied Tai Chi, I then did sports massage. I'm actually going to do sports injury in September. I really want to do sports psychology because getting people moving is so important. And it is my absolute passion. People say to me all the time, oh, I'm fit, I walk the dog. I've got a dog. I wander along. I saw Aaron this morning and I was wandering along, walking my dog. Yes, it's very, very different. But I also believe that people should have fun doing it. If you don't like running, don't run. If you don't like swimming, don't swim. It doesn't matter. Just find what you like and do it and enjoy it. So when I'm doing personal training, I take everything. People say, well, what do you specialize in? I'm like, talking. I actually do a lot of talking. You can tell when people are having a bad day. I'll put boxing gloves on. I'm really not that bothered. If people are having, I'm doing a lot of Zoom meetings obviously at the moment, and I've got some people that are have got their children all the time. So I'm just developing actually a thing called Pilates, which I'm trying to fuse Pilates and Tai Chi together. And I did it as a freeview thing the other day, and actually it was one of the moves is very similar to the moves that you just did, Elliot, which was really quite funny. I was like, oh yeah, now get an elastic band with that, I'm all over that. So that was good, and I'm sure Elliot, Daryl, sorry, will come up with some other moves that I'll go, yeah, no, I'm going to use that as well. So it would be great if I could kind of team up with you guys afterwards and we can get some stuff going, because it's quite funny. Anyway, I've been working this week with I'm a bit funny with diets. I think diet is a very horrible word, and I think it's a massive swear word. To me, I just don't like it. I really absolutely disagree personally. It is a personal choice, but I absolutely disagree with what I like to call dust diets. You need to put food in your mouth. You don't need to take a lot of toxic stuff. It's just not right. But learn how to eat healthily. So whether you believe in Slimming World or Weight Watchers or anything like that, this week I've been working with Slimming World, but it's basically to say, look, you need to eat clean. You need to eat from scratch, cook it yourself, nothing else in there. And if the kids eat all of it before you do, it does not matter. Just eat it. It's fine. And that's gone quite well. And also exercise, just a little bit. You know, in all the exercise videos that I did this week, which I did 7, I was just like, look, if you can't run, don't just march. Just keep moving. I don't care. Just keep moving. I also work with rollies and other older people. And if they, you know, we can sit there and we can do arm exercises and stuff. I'm like, if you can't do that, don't. Just move it to here rather than here. A little bit of one thing is better than nothing at all. It really bugs me when people say I can't, because you can. I can't swim. I watched a friend of mine drown when I was 13, but because I'm not completely wired up correctly, I then decided that this year that I would swim across the Solent to the Isle of Wight, because I want to always put myself through stuff. So I learned to swim, and now I can't swim because it's been called off. So psychologically, I'm all over the place. But I think that you need to do these things, not only because to push us, we're always being pushed, but I like to say to my clients that you can do this. I know where I really know where you're coming from. I know it's hard, but I want you to succeed. You phoned me for a reason. I'm not expecting you to be a marathon runner. I'm not expecting you to be a swimmer. I'm not expecting you to be an 800-meter swimmer. And I'm not expecting you to do bunny hops across. But we could actually put all that together And you could do 3 bunny hops, run for 5 seconds, do some swimming action. Jobs are good. That's a 20-minute session. What's not to love? You know, that is me. You know, I want to have fun. I want to make it fun. I work with I work with children. I've been at Parkmead School doing sessions with them. Where I live, we live on a little square, which is fantastic. There's about 14 kids. We were doing 20-minute PE lessons on our doorsteps. It was so funny. Honestly, work with lots of different people. Everything's so funny. People are just fantastic. You've just got to give them the time and space and help them develop without being condescending. I'm probably just more irritating than anything else, but it's about having fun. The more fun you have, the more you're going to move. And then you need a sports massage. So that's a whole different thing again. And sorry, just very quickly, I will shut up in a minute, Aaron, I promise. But then, like with sports massage, what's really funny is I tell people that you should have a sports massage at least once a month. I'm not very good at selling myself. I don't like telling people that much because I think that they think that I'm going to be, oh yeah, you need the business. No, I don't. I need you to be fit and well. You look after your car, you look after your children, you look after your pet, you go for health checks. You don't look after your body. We are getting older. I am putting on weight. You know, there's all those things going on, and it's not just a sports massage. People go, oh, that hurts. Well, yes, it might be a little bit uncomfortable for a little while, but you'll get over it. You know, if I break you in training, I can fix you in sports massage. It's always a win-win in Lucy's house. So you just sort of carry on. You just stretch out those muscles. It's a deep tissue thing. You know, and my clients that obviously haven't been able to have a massage at the moment, who I've taught to have a massage once a month, they are now phoning me saying, oh, I can't wait for you to start massaging. I can't wait for it. And as much as they have screamed at me to tell me it hurts, they can't wait for that pain to start again. So that's really good. But also, I have a sports massage. Everybody, I'm not really, I have a sports massage every month. My lady possibly isn't as strong as I am. I do have to tell her to dig her elbows in a little bit tighter, but that's a personal thing, not kinky. It's just I just want my muscles really to get in there. But it's up to the practitioner to talk to you about that. But that again, with movement, that I say to people is a workout without you actually moving. It's up to your practitioner to move all of those muscles for you. I think I better stop because I get too excited.
No, this is absolutely fantastic, Lucy.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. Well, I think we're all in awe, and I think Daryl's a bit worried about following on from you.
Sorry.
Yeah, thanks, Lucy. You're really making it tough for me. So after Elliot's wonderful introduction, and then Lucy going to town, and I've got to finish it off. And I'm not even a Surreyite or whatever. I've got an even tougher challenge.
I've got a question here that's come in. I could say that it's come in from Twitter, but it's come in locally via WhatsApp, Lucy, which is, do you think everyone is capable of being able to run a 5K?
I do. I think what the problem is that people have got an image in their head. Imaging is a really massive thing and a really big problem for me. I think everybody, when they go to run, I think they think that they need to look like Paula Radcliffe or you know, or Elliot. The truth of it is that we don't. Basically, a little shuffle, to me, is a run. The difference between running and walking, as the guys will tell you in layman's terms for me, when you're running, you're taking your for a very, very minuscule time, your whole body is off the floor. Whereas when you're walking, you are in contact with the floor all of the time. So whether you shuffle or whether you sprint or whether you do marathons or whatever, you are running in my head. Whether you're running at a lightning speed or you're taking a slow jog, it really doesn't matter. But I think you can do it. Everybody can do it. It's the belief that you can do it. If you believe that you can do it, you will. I never believed I'd run a marathon, never, and then I did.
I think it's really important to have that positive encouragement from trainers and peers as well. And actually, rather ironically, I can see Julia Tuthill was on the call, and years ago, I was looking to become a retained firefighter, and as I'd go down on a Thursday evening to the Cranley Fire Station, and Chris Tuthill, who's one of the crew commanders there, said to me one day, "Oh, Aaron, you should come and do a park run." I said, "What, really?" And I'd never run a 5K before, and I didn't really run very far. And at that time, my physical health wasn't the best, and I was really worried about running that far. And I've come a long way since then. And all of that running activity and the half marathon that I've done now, Surrey Half, it's probably thanks to Chris. So you're right. It's having that belief is really important, and it helps to be supported by others to get there.
Sorry, I'm going to use Julia because she can't see her face and she will kill me, but that's fine because I can run faster than she can. She came to me, bless her, she came to me and said, I think I need a little bit of help. Julia actually had broken her Achilles tendon. It snapped, and therefore she was in a wheelchair and everything else, and she was in recovery. And whilst doing that, obviously her movement wasn't great, so therefore unfortunately things started to go a little differently for Julia, let's say. She said, "Can you help me?" And I was like, "Oh, snapped Achilles, this could be a bit of thing." Well, I can tell you that Julia is my running buddy for running the London Marathon this year. So not only has she rebuilt, she's lost the weight, she's rebuilt her Achilles. She is a phenomenal runner. She's nearly got the belief in her because she I used to talk to her and she wouldn't answer me at all. And now she talks at me. So she is phenomenal and is brilliant. So thank you, Julia. I'm sorry, kill me after.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for speaking, Lucy.